Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. We're starting in the kitchen because, well, it's the noon hour and we're all so darn hungry. Halloween tricks and treats mean fall eats. That's what we have here, Chef Christina Murray, and she has a recipe that your mummy is sure to love. Okay, because you're making adorable mummies for Halloween, right?
Right, so they're really, really simple pastries. You buy a store-bought puff pastries and you can fill them with whatever you want. They literally take like 5 minutes to make and then you just bake them off really
That's
fast.
my type of recipe, especially for Halloween time when we're hosting all these parties and we have little ones running around. So how do we begin?
All right, so what you want to do is purchase puff pastry.
Okay.
Unless you want to make it by yourself at home, which I don't encourage.
Okay.
So you take the puff pastry, defrost it, cut it into little rectangles, and they can be kind of rustic like that.
Okay.
Then you take the other piece and cut it into really rustic pieces. You can use a knife or you can use a pizza cutter, and you want them to all be different sizes, so that way it looks kind of rustic like that.
Okay, because you're trying to basically make it look like kind of the cloth in a mummy, right?
Right, so really
Okay.
ragged and things like that. So anyways, so
I have to tell you, what I really like about that is that you're not looking at perfection, which is something that I appreciate.
And it saves you a lot of time, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So anyways, the fillings are endless. So today we're gonna do a sweet one and a savory one. So we just
Okay.
have some blueberry jam. You can use any jam you want.
You got my favorite.
And then for the savory, it's kind of like a ham and cheese croissant. So we have Dijon mustard, ham, and Parmesan cheese that's shredded.
Love.
So, and you can do pizza toppings as well. So you just do some ragu and pizza toppings. It's good for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in the car if you're a kid on the way to school.
Seriously,
It's literally
this is endless. Okay. So for the sweet one, then, you're just stuffing it with jam.
Yep.
So this is kind of like a morning pastry, if you will, that you could have with your tea, your coffee, your kiddo can have, like you said, on the way to school.
Like a healthier
How
Pop-Tart,
fun.
basically.
A healthier Pop-Tart, one that's made with love from at home. What a cute thing, too, to give your little one as they're heading to school on Monday for Halloween, a cute little mummy treat. I see as well, we'll talk a little bit more, too, about how you put some of the eyes on here, but that's a ton of fun. I love this. Okay, so now you're doing the savory. Put a little mustard down.
Yep, so a little bit of Dijon mustard, and like I said, you could use ragu if you'd rather do it that way.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna do a little handful of ham strips.
Nice.
If you don't eat meat, you can totally omit that.
Okay, you could, right? You could just even make these like little cheese puffs if you want, right?
Yes,
Love
like
that.
gougere.
Okay.
And then a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Great.
And then, oh, the key is to leave a little border and frame around it, so that way
Okay.
you can get them to stick on here.
All right.
And then you just start shaping it and pressing it down, making little X's across it.
And I see why that border is important too. So you don't fill the entire square completely because you need space to make your rags, if you will, stick, right? On
Right.
the edges.
And then you also
Okay.
want to just leave a little gap for the little eyes on the top, which
Okay.
you want to put on in the very, very, very end.
When it's all done being baked, right?
So the sugar in the eyes
Yeah,
don't
so
melt.
you don't burn the eyes, right? Unless you want brown eyes. Okay, cute. So then you put this all on there like that. And you can be creative with your patterns as well too. There's really no science, right, to how a mummy is fully wrapped. Okay, cute.
Just want it messy.
Love it.
And then if it's easier for you, you can seal it with a fork.
Okay.
You just pinch the edges like that to make it so where it goes like that, all the way around. And then you need to brush it with an egg wash,
Okay.
or my favorite, heavy whipping cream.
Ooh.
And the reason for this is it's glue, and it also helps achieve golden color when you bake it off.
Okay, and that's how you got this looking so absolutely deliciously brown and beautiful.
Yeah, and then you just bake it at 375 until it's golden brown,
Okay.
which takes about 18 to 22 minutes.
So easy, and this is also something too the little fingers can help with in the kitchen.
It's
This is
so
such a
fun and easy for
kid-friendly.
kids. So
Yes.
pizza cutters aren't dangerous or anything, right?
Did your daughter
So-
make this with you as well?
Yeah, she did. She helped me
Cute.
make it.
I love it. And then, I mean, you do have a metal pizza cutter, but I mean, there's also plastic ones too. I mean, even if you want smaller kids to help out in the kitchen and you're a little concerned. So awesome. I love this. And then again, the eyes. So you said really important to make sure you have a little pocket so you can place your little eyes. You get a cute little close-up of this. I love it, Christina. Thank you so much. And as you mentioned, this could be something for breakfast. This could be something for dinner. Can you make this ahead, bake it, and then maybe just have it for the next morning if you wanted?
Yes, and so actually the best way to do it in advance is to just assemble them like that, pop them in your freezer, and when you're ready to have them in the morning, when you're getting ready, just put it in the oven. And that way it actually keeps the puff pastry more flaky because
Okay.
it has the cold butter inside of it. So that's actually a better way to do it in advance.
I love it. Okay, so assemble them, put them in your freezer, and then have them all ready for Monday morning. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And then as mentioned, we're gonna have this recipe as well on our landing page at Idaho Today at KTVB.com and check it out as well on our social. Chef Christina Murray, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone, stick around.